Hey everybody, I've got some comments that came in I want to talk about, and I need your help. So please watch this video. Are we ready? Let's do it. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to the channel, this is dedicated to photography and as a photo artist. And I understand that there's some confusion between those two. And I realize that a lot of people are registering and subscribing, I should say, to my channel that haven't watched earlier videos. And there's a lot of confusion about what's the difference between a photographer and a photo artist, but I need to change things on my definition on that. We'll talk about that a little bit later, and I'm going to show you some images to help make that point. But before we get into that, I need your help. And I was going through some things in my records from last year, and please, if you could just do me a favor and hit the like button on these videos that you watch, because YouTube pushes out more of my videos to people that have a similar interest. But they tend not to do that unless they see likes on the video. So I'm begging you, please add the likes. The reason is I'd like to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm barely halfway there. This channel is not monetized. And I was going through my records from last year, and the cost of, I got to read this back, of what I had to invest in software plus the subscription updates on the software for the video and the recordings, the webcam I bought, a high-end webcam, the microphone you might see over here with the boom. Geez, I took the boom right off the stand there. Sorry about that. But, with the microphone, the boom, I had to upgrade my graphics card in my computer for some speed in that. Bottom line, I'd like to start recouping some of my investment. And of course, my time, because I'm giving this out, basically it's free, but my time is worth something. So I got this recommendation from some people. I was talking to some photographers, and they told me I should look at something called Buy Me a Coffee. So I set that up. Hopefully I did it right. And I was not too keen on subscription-based stuff where you have to commit to, donating a certain amount of money every month. I'm maybe not big enough to do that, but I just right now uncomfortable. I don't feel like doing that. But Buy Me a Coffee, the way I like it, it's set up where you can buy me a coffee for $3 or more. It's up to you. It's not required. It's just for the people that appreciate what I'm doing. It encourages me if I'm getting some feedback and some people buying coffee. It keeps me motivated to keep doing this channel. And it'll also eventually over time help me absorb some of the cost into operating a YouTube channel. So I'll put the link in the description, but basically it is, and I'll put it down here in the video, it's buymeacoffee.com/Stephen Photo Artist. And there's no spaces on that, but again, I'll put the link in the description. And in fact, let me show you this right here. This is the actual website. And this is what you would see when you go to right here. This is the web address. And again, I'll have that link in the description. And down here, you can see you can donate one coffee, and that would be $3 for the support. If you hit this 3, it's just going to be $9, and 5 is going to be $15. So it's really up to you, and it's not on a monthly basis. It's whenever you feel like donating to Buy Me a Coffee. So I really, really appreciate that, and I want to thank the 3 different photographers that had recommended that I should try doing this for my YouTube channel to help recoup some of this cost because, again, this is not monetized. Okay, the other thing we're going to take a look at is a suggestion made by you guys, and that is, hey, could we download some of these videos off of YouTube? And there is a way of doing it, but they just want a convenient way of doing it, but they also want the sample files that are used. And could I do that in the future? And the answer is yes, I'm looking into that. Now, I have to be very careful with this because some of the overlays and textures and other things that I use are things I bought. And I'm not allowed to resell that or give that out. So in other words, if I put together a video clip and it's my image I'm using, And then if I have a lot of overlays and textures and things that I use in my composites and stuff that I can share with you. And that will be a digital download eventually. Go through buymeacoffee.com. And I'm going to charge something for that. I don't want to charge a lot, because I've seen things for like $50, $60. I'm thinking, $9, $10 or something like that. And that way you've got the video, you can watch it at your own pace. I'm giving you the images that were used to do that project, and that way you can practice. So I'm looking into doing that. So thank you for the ones that had suggested that. Now, the other thing that I need to bring up is some people are confused about what is the difference between a photographer and as a photo artist. So I'm going to get into that and show you some images to help explain that. I keep forgetting that, I've talked about that in the past, but a lot of people that join this channel haven't watched past videos, so they don't understand me saying all the time, hey, this is dedicated to photography and as a photo artist. And I go, what's the difference, type of thing. So let's jump into the computer. Let me show you some images really fast. And hopefully this will help explain the difference between the two. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that. And this is an example of, I used to do a lot of high school senior. I still occasionally do high school senior shoots, but this would be photography. I'm wearing the hat of a photographer, doing what I call traditional work. You're photographing somebody. It could be a wedding. It could be children, whatever it is. And I'm just retweaking it a little bit, recropping, making some minor adjustments in, say, Photoshop, or could even be Lightroom or whatever, to give to the client. And that would be, I'm in the mode of a photographer. So another example would be when I used to do weddings, and I stopped doing weddings in 2019. And a lot of people ask, well, why did you stop doing weddings? Did you get burnt out and stuff? And the answer is no. The main reason I stopped was my age. I am up in age. This year I will be 73. So back in 2019, and by the way, I was very selective, excuse me, on my weddings. In other words, I wasn't doing like 15, 20, 25 weddings like a lot of full-time people do. I was very selective, maybe doing 3 to 5 or 6 weddings a year. And I loved weddings. I just got pumped up for it. But as I got older, the amount of energy it takes, I was just exhausted. So I just determined that, hey, in 2019, this is the last year I'm actually doing this. And you know what happened after that, right? Perfect timing. The year after, you know what happened in 2020. But anyhow, this is an example of I'm wearing the hat of a photographer. This is a really fun group shot. It's in downtown Howell on the main road that cuts through downtown Howell, Michigan. And it was interesting that a couple of police officers were there, and they actually helped this. They protected the street. We had like a minute or so to shoot. So we jumped out there. I did like 3 or 4 shots really fast, got out of there. But it was really cool that the police officers helped in guiding us and watching the street for us on that. Another wedding I did, many years ago, I can't remember how many years ago this was, maybe 12, 13 years ago, a really crazy, fun group. And again, I'm wearing the hat of a photographer. And the same couple that you see here, when I did their engagement shots, here's an example of me now not being a photographer, and now I'm being a photo artist. So let me show you the next image. Now, if you saw some past videos of a topic called multiplicity in photography and using Photoshop, you probably remember this image right here. And this is the couple that got married. You just saw their wedding party image, and they're playing softball against them. They love baseball. They're on a team, and it's just something unique and different. Another couple, just to show you an example of what a photo artist is something like that. And that is, again, downtown Detroit Tigers Stadium. It's a baseball team here in Detroit, Michigan, for the ones that may not know that from outside the United States. And again, I have to compliment the Detroit Police Department, because no game was happening at this time, but they were setting up for some type of major venue. And we had come up there and asked, could we have permission just to jump in a certain area? And the officer says, yep, I'll give you 15 minutes. I go, fine. I don't even think I need that much time, but they were really, really nice, allowed us in there, took the shots. But again, I can't call that photography. This is being a photo artist because I'm creating elements that never existed. And so again, I used to always push the meaning of a photo artist is somebody who uses a camera and software to create their art and vision. But now, in just a couple minutes, I have to change that definition because I've been experimenting with things over the last few weeks. I'm going to tell you about that in just about a minute. Next image is just, again, another couple that I did a wedding with, and that was their engagement shoot, part of it. I did the formal stuff, so I'm wearing the hat of a photographer, but now when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm now wearing the hat of a photo artist. And again, it's somebody that uses camera and software to create their art and vision. Okay, now things have changed, and I've been experimenting a little bit, and now a photo artist to me has a different definition. And by the way, this is just one more of an example of, I can't call that photography. These are, this is maybe 3-4 years ago. These are my grandkids, and this is a composite. And again, I can't call that photography. I'm a photo artist. I'm wearing the hat of a photo artist to actually put this together. But now things have changed to something like this. Now, if you followed me in the images I did for a Halloween party that was at a studio here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, this is a little bit different now because now I have to say a photo artist is somebody who uses a camera, software, and AI to create their art and vision. So that background that you see there was actually created in AI with certain prompts that I was using. And then I modified that background and I actually added some pumpkins over here. So it wasn't like 100% that was the perfect background. It's been modified a little bit and tweaked. But again, I photographed her on a plain background, cut the subject matter out, dropped her in, and I used Photoshop along with AI to come up with my art and my vision. So if we take a look at the next one, same example from the Halloween party, the background, I would say 80% of that was done with AI, and then I modified it in Photoshop, and then I brought her in as a subject matter, and then obviously did some other things in color grading. So again, my definition of a photo artist now has changed, and that is a photo artist is somebody who uses a camera, software, and AI to create their art and vision. So hopefully that helps the newer people that have subscribed to the channel. And every time I start, hey, this channel is dedicated to photography and as a photo artist, and really to push you to think creatively out of the box, because that's what this is really for, is we want to elevate ourselves and get better and better at what we do. And as we build our skills up, it makes us more experimental to push that envelope and do some bigger and better things. And it makes this whole process a lot more exciting. So with that out of the way, my closing, but before I do that, I just need to highlight a few things. Email address is right here. It is stephenphotoartist@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments you'd like to make, please feel free to email me. I mean, that's the way I prefer getting that. Some people make comments on YouTube, and I'm a little delayed on that, but you'll get top priority if you send me by email. The other thing that I need to talk about is remember about the Buy Me a Coffee /Stephen Photo Artist. Again, it's make sure I said that right. buymeacoffee.com /Stephen Photo Artist. The information is right here at the bottom of the screen, but I have that in the description, so you can just highlight, copy that, and go right there. And please consider, if you're getting any value out of these videos I've been putting together, it'd be great. Again, it's all on a volunteer basis to buy me a coffee. And then let's see, I think that is about it. So this is a short little video, but can't wait for the next video to come out. We're going to start working on some other ideas and concepts. But again, get that camera out, start shooting, and again, creatively, literally keep thinking out of the box. Until next time, see ya.